Hello guys, today in this video we are going to see how to print pattern using numbers. So printing pattern is equal to printing a triangle or even rectangular pattern as you wish using stars, but in this pattern we are going to print some numbers according to the corresponding row or column. So let me look into the first application. So in the first application I am going to visualize 50 numbers when the input is given as 5. Okay, so in the first row I am getting only one as output, and in the second row I am getting as 1 2, and in the third row I am getting 1 2 3, and in the final row, that is in the fifth row, I am getting 1 up to 5. So when I visualize this pattern, so I can see the maximum number of numbers occurred. That is, in the first row only one number has occurred, it doesn't exceed 2. So in the first row only one occurred, and in the third row, for an instance, 1 2 3, that is 3 numbers occurred from 1 to 3, right? And in the fourth row I am getting 1 2 3 and 4. So when I visualize this in the column part, so in the first one I am getting 1 alone in the first column, right? And in the third row, that is, I get 1 2 3, but when I see from column version, I can get a single 1 here and a 2 here and a 3 here and no 4 up to 3, right? So in the column manner, right? So this program can be implemented by using an single inner for loop and a single outer for loop. So the inner for loop be like for outer for loop, that is I am taking I for rows. I is equal to 1, I should be less than or equal to n, and I plus plus. In this example I am taking the standard number as 5 for convenience, and for int j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, that is, the value of j doesn't exceed the corresponding row. So if I am taking the value of, that is, third row, my value doesn't exceed 3, so it should stop at 3, right? And j plus plus, I am going to print the number, so I am going to use %d here, and what I am going to print, the corresponding columns, so I am going to print j. And in order to print a pattern like this, we need to give some space complexity, that is new line, right? So in this way we can finish our code. And in the second program we are visualizing as 1 in the first row, okay, 2 2s, that is 1 2 over here and other 2 over here, 2 2s here and 3 3s here, 4 times 4 and 5 times 5. We can tell like this. So every time I see in the first row I am getting maximum of one element, that is one number, that too I am getting the number of the corresponding row. For example, in the 1th row, that is the first row, I am getting only 1 for one time, and in the second row when I visualized it, I am getting 2 for 2 times. So a similar condition occurred in the third row, 3 for 3 times. For an instance, if you take any number of input, for example, if I am taking an input of 7, at the 7th row I am get 7 of 7 times. Yes. So when we implement a loop for int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, of your convenience, for my convenience I am taking 5 I plus plus for int j is equal to 1, j should be less than or equal to I, right? Because the maximum number of element in a particular row doesn't exceed the row number. For example, in the second row I am getting only 2 elements, and for the third row I am getting only 3 elements, not exceeding, not lesser. Fine. So why I am stressing this point is, this point is very important in printing patterns like half pyramid and full pyramid, even in many of the complex pattern. Please note it. And j plus plus for incrementing factor. So I am going to print here number. For printing number I am using %d, just I, that is for the corresponding row. In the previous program I printed the corresponding columns. Now I am going to print the corresponding rows, and I am going to close the inner for loop, and I am going to print a new line for an accurate space, and now the program gets finished. So advantages of printing this pattern in numbers. So we have an advantage that when I reverse this pattern in the manner of I is equal to n, I is greater than or equal to 1, I plus plus, so sorry, I minus minus. So this means I am going to print the pattern from n to 1, that is in the reverse manner. So the reverse pattern can be achieved very easily by changing the condition of outer for loop alone, right? So in this way we have many manipulation techniques in numbers by applying some of the principles of pattern problems using star. That's it. So it is very easy to manipulate the number patterns when you have a thorough knowledge in printing star patterns. Thank you.